Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. I am so thrilled to have you here today because we are tackling what is easily one of the most frustrating, pull your hair out problems in the AI space right now. I'm talking about keeping your AI-generated characters looking exactly the same from one scene to the next. If you spent even 5 minutes messing around with AI creation tools, you know exactly what I mean. But today, using an awesome guide from Amplifier, we are going to completely solve it.
Look, we've all been there, right? You spend 20 minutes tweaking the absolute perfect character prompt, getting the lighting gorgeous, the outfit just right, and then you hit generate for the second shot and watch in sheer horror as your character suddenly morphs into a completely different person. Maybe their blue sweater turns into a red jacket, their hair part's on the wrong side, or they suddenly age 10 years. It is incredibly frustrating, and it completely shatters the illusion of your narrative. But don't worry, you are definitely not alone in this. It's just a fundamental hurdle with how these systems operate. So here is our roadmap out of this mess. First, we'll uncover the AI amnesia problem. Then, we'll walk through the 6 rules for consistency. Next, we'll build the character blueprint, followed by setting the visual style. And finally, we'll put the whole shebang together into the ultimate video formula. By the end of this, you'll have the exact blueprint to lock down that character's appearance.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the AI amnesia problem. Understanding the why here is absolutely crucial to mastering the how.
Okay, so the core of the issue is this concept called zero memory. Imagine your AI generator is this brilliantly talented, hyper-creative artist who also happens to have total, instantaneous amnesia. When you generate shot 1, they paint you a masterpiece. But when you ask for shot 2, even if you use the exact same words, the AI has completely forgotten what it just drew. It literally treats every single prompt as an independent task, starting entirely from scratch. It has zero concept of what your character looked like 5 seconds ago.
Because of this intense amnesia, your text description is the consistency engine. Seriously, you cannot rely on the software to just remember your character. You have to rely entirely on the extreme precision of your written prompt. Your words are literally the glue holding this character's identity together.
Which brings us right into Section 2, 6 rules for consistency. We need strict rules to essentially hack the AI into giving us exactly what we want.
The absolute golden rule for all of this? Verbatim repetition. If you want consistency, you must copy and paste your exact character text block every single time. No paraphrasing. If you write a blue shirt in shot 1 and a navy top in shot 2, the AI just assumes it's a completely new person. You also need hyper-specific facial features, unique distinguishing details, and a real name to act as an anchor token. Plus, you've got to separate your constants from your changes and explicitly use drift exclusions, basically telling it no hat so it doesn't just invent a fedora halfway through your scene.
So how do we build that text block? Let's dive into Section 3, the character blueprint. This is where we deconstruct a person into a highly repeatable format.
Just look at the difference here. If you use a generic prompt like a man in a black suit, you're giving the AI way too much wiggle room. It's going to drift wildly. But check out this specific example from the Amplifier guide. Marcus, early 40s, Caucasian man, hazel eyes, light stubble, fitted navy crew neck. See what we did? We gave him a name, a tight age range, exact eye color, facial hair, and highly detailed clothing. Specificity like that drastically shrinks the AI's options, backing it into a corner where it has to draw Marcus. Let's break down this anatomy a bit more, because every element has a distinct job. Naming your character Priya creates a totally unique anchor token in the AI's brain. Describing her face structure as having a round face, soft cheekbones, locks in her physical proportions so her jaw doesn't randomly morph. And describing her oversized cream knit cardigan stops the random wardrobe changes. Systematically locking these traits down is basically building an invisible fence that the AI cannot step outside of.
Now here's a real game changer, the visual fingerprint. These are those tiny, super unique details that act as a massive anchor. Even a decent description can sometimes drift. But if you consistently tell the AI your character has a small gold nose stud on the left nostril or a faint scar on the left eyebrow, it forces the generator to lock onto a continuous identity to fulfill that hyper-specific requirement. It's an incredibly brilliant little hack.
Okay, so our character is locked in tight, but they need a world to live in. That brings us to Section 4, setting the visual style. The Amplifier Guide is fantastic here because it offers 21 specific pre-tested video-style prompts. You actually place these before your character and scene instructions. It dictates the overall aesthetic, the lighting, and the framing. You are essentially telling the AI exactly what kind of camera lens it's looking through before your actor even walks onto the stage.
And the stylistic possibilities are just wild. You could start with a retro VHS synthwave 80s prompt and get all that cool analog grain and neon distortion. Then, you could completely pivot to a corporate talking head vibe with professional three-point lighting. The crazy part? Your character, our guy Marcus, stays perfectly identically the same, but his entire cinematic universe completely shifts around him.
All right, the moment of truth. Let's bring it all together in Section 5, the ultimate video formula.
This modular structure is honestly the holy grail of generation. Step 1, your style. Step 2, your character block. That's your verbatim, copy-pasted Marcus or Priya description. Step 3, the action. Step 4, the context. The sheer genius of this formula is that as your story progresses, steps 1, 3, and 4 can totally change. But step 2, your character block remains mathematically absolutely fixed.
So, the single most important thing you do before you ever click Generate is run your prompt through this consistency checklist. Do you have exact age ranges, specific eye colors, distinct hair textures? What about precise accessories? Because I promise you, if you skip these details, the amnesia kicks right back in and the drift begins. But check these boxes and you are getting predictable magic every single time.
Okay, so you've solved consistency. The character is flawless. Now what? Well, Amplifier's Ampcast AI actually takes this hyper-structured prompt strategy and supercharges it. From just one single idea, it spins out 8 unique content types. It takes your incredibly consistent character and your topic and generates UGC-style videos, vertical reels, long-form videos, and even text-based articles. It's an absolute powerhouse for scaling up your brand.
And what does it do with all those different formats? It automatically distributes them to over 300 platforms. We're talking massive visibility hubs: Google News, YouTube, Spotify, and major networks. You did the hard work of locking down your AI spokesperson, and now Ampcast essentially blasts them out to everywhere your audience is already hanging out. So there you have it. You've got the exact blueprint. You understand the AI's amnesia, you have the 6 rules, the ultimate modular formula, and a system to scale it to the moon. Visual drift is officially a thing of the past for you. So I'll leave you with this. Your perfectly consistent AI character is locked in and ready for the world. Where are you going to broadcast them first? Thanks so much for tuning in to this explainer. I can't wait to see what you create.